cacophony of architectural styles and the incessant din of Gurgaon, near Delhi, there is an oasis. An oasis of calm, an oasis of green. An oasis that houses a distinct landmark in a modern corporate landscape. An environment-friendly green building. The platinum-rated ITC Center.
The structure of this building was already done when the final decision was taken to go green. So when we started working on the facades, we needed to have a company which gave us enough options to test out our designs, and you do an energy modeling analysis, and luckily St. Gobain gave us that opportunity to try out in our computer analysis different types of glass. It's always tricky handling glass in hot climates. When we do modern office buildings, they have large open floor plates. So you need to get light deep into the interior spaces. And one has to create a perfect balance of light as well as heat gain into the building. And I think that was the biggest challenge, how to make this large office floor plate work on natural light throughout the day and yet minimize the heat gain inside. As the sun moved, we had to make sure that the glass also behaves in a similar manner. So in the northern side, we needed something which gave us a lot of natural light in. And as we moved towards the south and the southwest, we wanted something which comes out the solar factor, which cuts out the sun and yet of course allows light in. At the same time, we didn't want a building that looked as if it had 4 different facades. So in terms of a color range, we got a possibility that from outside, it has use of like a greenish tone, and it yet gives us a different performance in different areas.
When you design a building which has got very less heat transition from outside to inside, you have that much less energy to consume to reduce to do a proper air conditioning.
Well, St. Gobain played a very important role when we were doing this green building, because it had to be a collaborative effort between the design team, the engineering team, the client, and we had to go back and forth several times to test out different types of glass and specifications.
St. Gobain, I think so, have looked at this entire job beyond that of a glass vendor. I think so they kept the end goal objective in mind, that we are partners in delivering a platinum rated building.
I mean, we consume great amounts of energy, and the way construction is happening in India, projects are getting larger and larger. A lot of them work round the clock in the IT industry. We need to get buildings which consume very little energy. In this particular project, we consume less than 50% of a conventional building. And I think it's only inevitable. It's something which will become the norm. We won't have to talk about doing green buildings or sustainable buildings. They will be green anyway.
The ITC Green Center is a great building. I think it's beautiful fusion. It's a fusion of the traditional and the modern. They were very focused on making this building a showcase for sustainable development. The aspects of energy efficiency, issues like respect for the environment. In Gurgaon, the summer temperature can go up to 45 degrees centigrade. The winter can go down to 5 degrees centigrade. So you really have a gap which is 40 degrees centigrade, which is a huge gap. The solution which was finally proposed had glass which is both serving to perform solar control role as well as low emissivity. And another distinctive aspect of the design was really the two kinds of facades which they finalized on. A very different facade solution for the north facing part of the building and a very different one for the rest of the building. And the beauty, really, it's I should compliment the architect for that. The beauty is aesthetically the building looks the same from outside. You don't realize that they have used two different kinds of glass solutions. Gobain today has many project solutions, many testimonials where we don't compromise one bit on the aesthetics or on the technical part, but work with the designer to come up with solutions which are just perfect blend of the functionality and the aesthetics.
The ITC Center is the largest platinum-rated green building in the world. It showcases a new and emerging focus of ITC and sets new standards for environment-friendly buildings in India. Made possible by the unique partnership between an architect, the client, and Gobain.